Hello, this is Lord Gob. I am the GM of the DC20 Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign, and this is episode 5. We are beginning with our party having just come off from an ambush as they were taken off-road by a different ambush of wolves, and then made camp in a forest, and we are now resuming as they were rudely awakened from their slumber. With that, we're going to go ahead and introduce all of the members of the team, starting with you, Jaku.
As usual, I am Jaku, playing the slimiest berserker known as Awake. I hope to give you all a good show.
Okay. And as always, I am Lord Gob, playing Lord God, Samarand.
Samarand playing Mikaela Dawnax-Sklryb. Just a rogue.
Just a rogue. A rogue by any other name. Spring.
Hello, I'm playing Spring, a beast-born squirrel type ranger.
Ah, yes, the squirrel type ranger. Very good. Blakcat.
Hello, I'm Blakcat. I'm playing Tonē Thröq, the level 1 warlock human.
Okay. And with that, all of our players are now introduced. I'm going to quickly do something on my side as we are going to be brought to the scene of the attack.
Always happy to do some fighting, you know.
Yes, always. So, last we left off, all of you guys were scrambling to your feet as you begin to hear the growling of wolves. Awake being the one that spotted them and roused everyone to their feet. I'm going to say that since Galaxy Fox isn't with us, Mahina is going to stick back with the miners and spend all of her actions just parrying for them. For now.
I'm going to attack the Passage of Night token.
That's illegal. I'll go ahead and just move it off screen, I guess.
The Passage of Night will no longer.
The
Passage of Night will no longer exist. Vampires shall rule all.
Now, don't say something like that, because I do have the power to do whatever I want in this game. We're already off the adventure path, guys. Do not underestimate my power. Weird that it's working like that. Whatever. Anyway, I'll just leave that up in the corner. Yep. But okay. As you all are awoken very hastily from your slumber, scrambling to your feet, you grab your weapons and your tools as an ambush of wolves begins to surround you. You hear the snarling as they begin to draw closer to your camp. Everybody, please roll me 1d10 for initiative. This is Silver's...
Hold up. Oh, sorry. Let me think. Who was on watch? I think it was me and Mikaela.
If memory serves, it was Awake. No. I think it was Awake and Mikaela because they were having some talks about dreams.
Yeah, can confirm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, well, I guess based on that, go.
Based on that, go. Very nice. Okay, let me go ahead and move that there, and make sure the camera is in focus this time. Zoom in a little bit, perhaps. Okay, cool. Hopefully I can remember to do that every time, so you guys aren't just left watching a corner of the Roll20. Okay, let me go over here. Turn order. Oh, did we roll initiative last time?
We must have.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I guess
we did.
10.
Ha!
I do
Weird.
remember rolling a 10, actually.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. For a brief moment, you guys all feel the world around you beginning to shift as your speed changes rapidly. And then Mahina stops moving, and we're gonna ignore all the rolls that you just made. Because I forgot that we rolled initiative last time to save time this time. So we'll just get straight into it. Round 1 begins. Mikaela and Tonē Thröq, you guys are up first with your 10s.
Yeah, the hilarious thing is Mikaela and I both rolled 4 this time, so it would be on the same turn anyway.
That's amazing.
Hold up, before we keep going, what is the green aura that seems to be around me?
Around
No, it's not awake. Never
you.
mind. I'm looking at the wrong person. That's
Yes,
his. That's
you
his.
are.
What's
Tremor
his thing?
sense.
The tremor sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why I thought I was blue. Whatever.
Ah, yes. The guy that is famously blonde, now blue.
Yep. Yep.
Dubba dee dubba die.
Alright. So, our rogue and our homebrew warlock, what are you guys doing?
Oh, indeed. Alright. I'll just go off the cuff. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well done.
Let's see. Movement action to move 5 squares up to this wolf that's in the dim light.
Okay.
Oh wow.
He growls.
Just running up. Got rapier up in one hand, and the dagger in the other hand. Just the classic. Don't know if I really need any effects with it today. And I'm going to use 1 SP to do a debilitating strike.
Okay.
Uh, with yeah, and then one AP for that attack, and then 1 AP to nimble dodge.
Okay. What was the condition you're doing with your debilitating strike?
Hindered.
Hindered. Okay.
Roll 1d20 plus 4 attack.
Okay.
7, I believe, might miss.
Yes, it will certainly miss. As you spring
Alright.
forward and attempt to like pierce into the wolf, you see that it like manages like as you pierce for its head, you manage to jam it in the shoulder, and it begins to like go off balance as you pierce into its skin.
Alright, that's my whole turn.
His left flesh wound. Tonē.
Okay. Is this? Can I climb onto the cart? Is it,
Yes, I would say it'll cost you 1 space of movement to hop up.
Okay. Is it up like vertically? It is vertically up 1 space.
Vertically up 1 space.
If I go. Okay. Cool. That's what I want. I don't. Oh shoot! I just switched the wrong tool. Here to there is 11-ish. I'm gonna move to like here, except I'm under the cart now. But I want to be on top of the cart.
Okay, hold on. Move your character back out from underneath the cart, and I'll make you be on top.
Okay.
Yes.
So it would be kind of funny to go under the cart.
So Tonē darts underneath the cart. You good?
Okay. All right. Move him up there. I'm going to. So that's one movement. I should have plenty of movement to get there. I want to attack this one. It's 10 squares. I think so. I'm gonna summon. Use my minor action to summon 2 weapons from my pact hoard. Was that a 6?
That is a success.
Yeah, that's a 6. So I got a Falcon's Falchion, and which is perfect, and Unholy Bone Nunchucks. I believe the Falchion is versatile. Yeah, it is. So let's see. I have 3 AP. So I think I can use as the warlock, I can add a maneuver, the knockback maneuver, right? Does that
That's
costs
correct.
1 AP, right? That costs one
Mhm.
AP, right? Okay.
Yeah, what you 1 AP straight.
Sorry?
1 AP straight. No stamina.
1 AP.
Yes.
I don't have stamina. So
Yes.
yeah, okay. And with the versatile weapon, I probably should only be able to hit 10 squares. Because I get 5 spaces extra with my
So I
whatever
think yeah.
throwing.
So I
Yeah,
think the normal
throwing
range
is
is 1-5. So if you can throw to the full distance just fine, and you get 5 additional spaces, and that is up to here.
Yeah, okay. So it's just a normal hit for this distance for 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I want to try this now. So I want to use lightning blade, throw
Ooh.
the falchion. Wait. Yeah, throw the falchion. I can use it with two. I can do it with 2 hands, and get, because it's versatile, so get
Mm-hmm.
1 bonus extra damage with that. And then use my third action point to apply the knockback maneuver
All right.
against Wolfie over here.
Let it rip.
Let's do 20 plus 4, and yeah, I'm realizing. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. Nice.
Test. Weird. Okay, well, at least this time I'm glad that I figured out the audio issue before the episode ended. And that is, I attempted to mute the computer mic to avoid the double audio thing that we had in the first episode, because I turned off my headphones, which meant, naturally, I would assume, that the computer mic channel was just the microphone. But no, for some reason, when I turned off the headphones, the computer mic audio channel was both the computer mic and the computer audio, despite those being different channels. So when I muted computer mic, I'm pretty sure that it actually muted all of the audio on the video. So for a minute there, it was just me typing to myself in the chat, which is just phenomenal. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're back on camera now though. Yeah, you can tell this is definitely a very amateur and very human live stream. We're coming at the conclusion of of the wolf fight, wherein Tonē and Mikaela both very briefly became consumed by fear, and the rest of our party members got ganged up on by wolves. Okay. One of the wolves got stabbed on it as it was taking a pot shot when it was fleeing. It got stabbed in return. And is now bleeding as it is fleeing, so naturally, Spring, being a ranger, is attempting to track it back to its hideaway. I will say that your Hunter's Mark will definitely be able to succeed. And we will continue from there. What is everybody doing as combat is ending now? As combat has just ended.
Yeah, Awake is taking a quick rest to basically recuperate and scoop some of this slime back into himself.
Ah, yes, scoop the slime back into himself. Very, it makes sense that would be how he's healing. Cool. You may do so.
Yep, I spent three of my 5 rest points for to get to 11 out of 12. Actually, I'll spend a 4th.
Cool.
Mikaela has spent her single rest point
Okay.
for 2 HP.
Are you full now?
Yeah. I have to wait until a long rest to get my rest point back.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Indeed. Alright, anybody else?
Spring didn't get hurt, so he's good to just make sure he's got the track sorted.
Okay. What does it look like as you Hunter's Mark the wolf, Spring, and it attempts as it's leaving your range? As it begins to sprint away.
As the wolf sprints away, as gushing blood from the stomach, as far as I understood, Spring just catch the moonlight reflecting off the blood and quickly memorize the direction it's going, so that later on he can pick up the trail again.
Okay. And with that, you hear the sounds of growling, gnashing, and howling beginning to fade as the wolves flee into the darkness. And you all are once more huddled around the campfire, awake, just kind of slowly becoming more what's the word? More dense as he's slurping into full form. You see that the rest of the dwarves have been huddled in this corner between a bunch of different wolves, and with their only actual combatant at the forefront of them, and Mahina surrounding all the rest of them, ready to parry at a moment's notice. Although she was, none of the wolves ever got close enough to damage them. You guys are doing well protecting your quarry, or your carriage people. Escorts. There we go. So, what is your game plan? What are you doing? What's going through your guys' heads right now?
I'll wait till the other go.
Sorry, were we able to determine if the wolves that attacked us just now were the same ones that attacked before the cart?
I would say you could pretty easily tell that, though the biggest wolf seemed kind of similar, The other wolves were definitely of a much larger and darker color.
Okay.
Yeah, these wolves are like white and gray. The other ones were like pitch black.
Ooh, so that means this is like a new wolf.
A new wolf what?
Rising the blood trail direction. Spring is gonna come back and just start inspecting the corpse. Is probably avoiding the one that's being cooked, right?
It's not so much being cooked; it's just being burned. Half of its body in the fire, the fur starting to catch and burn. The only corpse left is this one over here, which as you move it very briefly, you hear like the sound of like a loud like shock, but it does not hurt you in any way. It's like and you bring it into the firelight. Please make me a nature check.
Nature. That's probably, yes, a +1.
Spring, the one who is attempting to analyze the wolf. Oof. Alright, with the 6, as you begin to root around inside
I'm gonna
this...
hero point the 6.
Ah, you're gonna hero point that, okay. Less oof.
Well, we shall see.
Yes. With the hero point, you always take the final roll.
Yes.
Okay, with a 19. As for a brief moment, you attempt to, lift up one of the paws of the wolf, and you, grimace for a second as you see this, static electricity that seems to be, almost like a worm, surging around inside of its body. You, shake out of it, and then begin to look at it more closely, examining its size and its size, and more importantly, the way that its body is proportioned, I guess? Proportions, that's a better way to say this. You notice that, first of all, it looks like it's, actually starving. Extremely badly starving. Which is a strange thought to you, because as far as you're aware, there's, plenty of animals in this forest, should have plenty of things to hunt. People should be, the least of that list, but they did attempt to make for your camp, for some strange reason. And also
did it correctly earlier that they are medium-sized?
They are medium-sized, yes.
And the alpha was large.
Mm-hmm. Although you would know that
cool.
the wolves that tend to become the alpha, tend to become the leader of the pack, are the ones that are the largest in size.
Yep.
And you are some of the ambient magic of the area naturally makes that transformation a little bit unnatural, but par for the course.
Cool.
So you notice that it's extremely starved, and not only that, but it's weird. It looks almost like its limbs are very long, and its torso is, even though it is starving, it looks like it is made to be lightweight and fast.
Would you say they are sort of the same build as a whippet dog? The long-nosed type ones, as far as I remember.
Maybe. For now, we'll just say yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. That is a good way to say it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. That's what you glean from your investigation.
What I still don't understand is, when I killed the alpha, it was dragged off into the darkness. I want to know what happened there. You have any ideas, Spring?
The alpha has a special trait or something that will heal it, or maybe bring it back after a certain length of time. I don't know for certain since I've never seen these kinds of wolves before.
Yeah, it's nothing like I've ever seen either. We should probably, as soon as everyone's rested up, we should probably try to follow that trail you found. See where they led. I was feeling underground. I was feeling some weird. It was like wolves were running.
Spring nods to Awake as he just slowly walks over to Mikaela, who is cooking a wolf, and he wants to try have a better look at the lightning worm inside the wolf.
That is Tony's spell. The lightning blade that he cast.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. I
Lightning
thought these
blade.
were like naturally lightning wolves,
Oh no.
and
Although
that was just
honestly,
like
that would have been a good idea, honestly.
parasite.
But no, that was not my intention.
Okay, got it. So, does the lightning worm eventually just fade away, or what?
Yeah, it's almost like a, it's like a what's the word, like a pulse of energy that is like going around the ring. Like I don't know if you, like if you like were to set lighter fluid in a circle in a certain kind of material and light it on fire, it would literally the flame would just like circle around it a bunch of times. It's actually really fascinating. Steve Mold did a video about that, but it is slowly fading with energy, but it's just like this pulse that is circling around the opening.
Do you share the knowledge that they seem to be starving, Spring?
Yes, definitely. As Mikaela stops trying to cook them, I point out that she's probably not going to get much meat off of them.
Should curiously ask in return just if you have any idea why they would be starving in such a circumstance, and if that's related to why you want to go after them.
Actually, now that I get a better and longer look at them, they seem familiar. These are older types of wolf I've seen before, I think. Wait, no. Sorry, getting some live DM secrets.
Yes. So the ones that you have encountered before aren't. How do I say this in a way that makes sense? They look more like cousins than directly from the same like species, if that makes sense. Almost like an offshoot branch or something.
Spring, you think that I'm not the guy who's all about nature here, but if these things were all starving, you think that maybe they're owned by someone and that was sending them out for food?
Sorry, I had to step away. There was weird loud beeping. I missed almost the entire info dump. Sorry.
Oh no! Like okay,
Awesome.
so basically, Awake was just saying to you, like, if these things were almost starving, do you think that maybe they're owned by someone and they were sending them out for food?
Maybe druids kind of deal with animals, right? And the land here is lusher than normal. Are druids normally evil or good?
I have no idea. I was more like, we're near that fort, aren't we? I was thinking that maybe they could be the pets of whoever's in there. Maybe we got too close.
That's a good idea. Could be that.
If that's true, then the bandit must have a good leader to tame wolves like this. Last time I fought them, they were quite vicious.
Though it didn't seem much like taming, but more starving them, and so they would do what they want. Well, then again, is that a difference between taming and just abusing? I don't know.
I would say it's the bad way to tame something. Normally you'd give them treats and rewards, but this is closer to just punishing anything that's bad.
Once we're all done resting up, we should definitely get on that trail, see where it goes. Was everyone in agreement there?
I don't really see a reason to just go into more danger. Might as well just get out of this bandit's territory. It's not our job.
Well, I've got a side job to deal with any wolves that seem a little stronger than this should be. Are you all okay with me doing that now, or do you want to help later?
I'm fine. Look, I'm just interested in making sure those wolves are not gonna hurt anyone else, and if they are being abused by someone, may as well try to at least free them from that. That's what I think, anyway. Tony, Tony, what about you?
Well, so originally I wanted to go chase them just because the heat of battle, but I want to roll and see if Mikaela convinces me.
Sure, mate. I would say making your choice of either mental save or insight check.
Okay, I was thinking insight.
I think you are very easily convinced in this moment of weakness.
Okay.
Especially considering, I think, among this party, Mikaela's probably the one you have the closest bond with.
That's true. That is very true. Yeah, so I'm with Mikaela. We should
Spring
finish our
will then, I
current
guess.
job.
Yeah. Spring will probably go up into a tree and start a watch since he doesn't quite need the rest everybody else does.
All right then. I'll go. In that case, I'll go ahead and get back to bed. If anybody needs anything, just wake me up. Now that I don't have that damn arrowhead, I shouldn't be shifting and like that again.
Yeah, Mikaela, she would have finished off that little conversation with, if we knew more about them, if we knew their relative strength, then probably go after them, but if, as Spring said, they must be strong to tame these type of wolves. Probably not. And she would go pick up her dagger and head off to sleep herself, or like awake she was on first watch.
Okay. I will say that if you wish to have the second half of a long rest, then you all may do so. I guess Spring, since you're the only one that slept fully through this, up until this point, would your character be taking watch alone, or is someone else staying up with you?
He wouldn't specifically ask for anybody to stay with him, but if anybody doesn't seem to be resting, he won't say they should. He'll let them join him.
Does anyone choose to join Spring, or are you all trying to finish up your sleep?
I mean, Awake would join Spring if Spring wants people. Yeah.
He doesn't make an active call for it, so.
Oh, okay. I think Awake would then try to finish his sleep.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking over the rest rules at the same time while I'm trying to do this. Like I'm trying to figure out like, do I get my rest points back when I finish a long rest, or is it half? I can't find it.
I believe it's
Just the
halfway
first
through.
half. Yeah. You get rest points back on the first half, and then
There
you
we
get
go.
mana points and stuff on the second half.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So,
I would.
Mhm.
I'll stay up for like a couple minutes just to give Spring the letter
Ah,
from my sister.
he remembers. Okay.
Finally!
Okay.
It's just been so exciting so far.
Okay. Spring, I'm gonna go ahead and put you over here because I think that is the nearest tree, or over there. Which of these 3 trees would you be staying in? Up there?
Which three? I don't
The one
see a
above
point.
the wagons.
There's a tree here,
Michaela's gonna go hide
tree
under
here,
the wagon.
and there's a tree here.
Yes.
I think the one the token is at would be best here.
Okay.
He's got some dim light to try hide in instead of just pure bright light.
Sure. Make me both a stealth check and an awareness check. As you climb up into a tree all by your lonesome, and the rest of your party drifts to sleep, you have the letter in your hands. What do you do? What are you thinking? Spring.
So just a reminder, what does the letter say or look like on the outside without opening it?
So, on the I believe I'm gonna say that on the outside it would just look to be like a pretty normal parchment that is sealed with like candle wax or something. Nothing very well, no, they are nobles, so it'd be like just basic sealing wax. And it has like it bears like the symbol of Tony's house crest. I'm going to imagine it would probably be a treasure chest or something like that.
Or dragon, or both.
Or dragon. Yes, a dragon coming out of a treasure chest. Brilliant. And that is the symbol in the middle of the seal. Spring debates whether or not he should open the letter in front of Tony or after he's asleep.
I guess
Yes.
it kind of depends on. It kind of depends on like your interest in the letter, because I'm not really
Well,
sure
he's
what the
definitely
letter is.
interested in who it's from, and he definitely had a moment of, oh, that's who you are.
Right. So
Um,
depending on what you expect the letter to be is probably what would determine whether you would open it or not. If you're not gonna, if you're just gonna say, "Oh, thank you," and then climb up in your tree, then I'm gonna go to sleep. If you're gonna open it, then I'm curious to know what's in there too.
he doesn't expect it to be anything deeply personal. Maybe like a thank you and a I need some help with this job. So he's not specifically trying to hide the contents of it.
Okay.
Okay. So, as Tony hands you the letter, you thank him for it and just begin to open it. And as you do so, I would like you to make me an intelligence insight check. as you begin to read the
no,
letter.
that's so bad.
Yes.
Wait, is it
Insight, no mastery,
is it
and
in code? Can I use cryptography to help him if he fails or something?
I will. Yeah, if you
I
fail,
want to
I'll
actually
say
use
I will allow you
cryptography.
to do that.
I mean, as long as he's okay with with that, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Out of curiosity, has Tony read this letter before?
I was given to me sealed, and it's still sealed. So
I'm gonna like hand wave that. You're a warlock with magic powers. You could probably find a way to reseal wax.
that's probably true.
so
Actually,
Also, it's
that's a very
your
good point.
family seal, so.
I probably would have snooped on that letter, to be honest.
Okay. 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 Yeah. In that
also,
case,
did
sure.
you say it's code or just typing?
I haven't revealed which it is yet. So Tony, make me a cryptography check.
And can I also? Yeah, okay. And I also want to, assuming I did open it and read it, I should do like some sort of charisma to try to convince him that I'm surprised.
Sure.
Cryptography.
Yeah, sure. Make me a performance check.
For what? Is
Cryptography and performance.
cryptography it's intelligence, isn't it? Darn it.
Yes.
That's
I'm just gonna ask.
0.
Your character to me is seeming smarter than he is charismatic. I, as a DM, would not fault you for trying to swap out charisma for intelligence if you felt so inclined.
That's
'Cause you
probably
make
because I don't know how to play charisma very well.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
I have
so.
no idea. I can't help you.
So, interesting. As you open the letter, the first thing that you realize is that it is a very well. It opens firstly with like a hand drawn painting that is of. Let me go ahead and check my notes. It is of a creature that you actually immediately recognize, Spring, and the thing that startles you about it is that there's a detail on this thing that you definitely did not remember. As you see a depiction of a grim wolf with almost like a brand that has been like carved into its right shoulder. It seems to be like it's got like arcane like circles on it and like different iconography. And as you and as you begin to the first thing that jumps out at you is that you see this creature from your past that you have dealt with only once successfully, and this brand that you see in its side, and it looks a lot more vicious than it did in your recollection. And then as you begin to read the letter, it seems to be. It initially starts off as you would expect, like a hey, this is who I am. I'm Tony's sister. You might know us. We're part of the nobility of the city. Thank you for assisting me during that Drake fight. And then it kind of starts to trail off a little bit, and then you see like some scratched out text, and then you see. It almost seems. Well, what are you drawing your answer? You rolled a 5? Okay. You see like the scratched out text, and then almost like the. No, I'm not gonna realize. You see scratched out text, and then after that, you see like an ellipsis, and then it says, "I need your help. There is someone who is acting behind the scenes that needs to be dealt with, and I think you are the best person for the job." And then it has penciled in on a map a location on it. Give me 1 second. Player world map. That is actually not very far from where you guys are. Let me turn off the gem layer so I'm not. Okay, so now that is on. Okay, so all of that should be on the player layer. Go ahead and delete that and select that, and then descend that. Can you all see your tokens and location?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
No, I can't.
Your token is over there. Oh, or I should check this. The map is not in focus. Thank God I remembered. Oh my goodness. Okay, boom. I need your help, and it has kind of like circled in red a location that is sort of over here-ish. And I'll just
What did you say?
um
I
over there.
didn't see the thing in time. Okay, so kind of just above the manor.
Yeah, pretty much on the intersection of these three hexes. And then kind of hastily scribbled at the end of it is like an apology for taking your time delivering the letter this way. And she just says, "I've been busy. I couldn't. I couldn't. Brain. I couldn't find the time to meet you in person. So I'm just doing my best." And it seems like she's like apologizing like a lot. And then it says, whether you're there or not, I will be, and I hope you. Whether or not you'll be there, I will be. So if you or Tony need to find me, that I'll I'll be there.
Is there
Okay.
obvious urgency in the way she's written it in terms of we need to go do it in like
I
some
would
sort of
say,
time frame?
considering who you are, you would definitely have a sense of urgency.
Yeah, I'm also feeling like I need to protect my sister, but like if she said I'm going to be there in 3 weeks, then I probably wouldn't be that determined to go running off now. You know what I mean?
It actually doesn't mention a date.
So that could mean she's either camping out and staking out, or just doesn't know when she's going to be there. Got it.
Or there's option number 3. I can see the future.
Okay.
Um,
Mhm.
I guess as Spring gets to the quote-unquote chicken scratch, he's gonna twist it to Tony and say, "Is this just bad handwriting,
Well,
or
it's not chicken scratch.
what?"
It is words that have been crossed out.
Oh, like she made a mistake and just
Yeah, like
scratched
struck through it. Yeah.
it out. Okay, got it. Yeah, then he would just ignore that since it seems like she wrote something she wasn't trying to.
Okay.
So is the word part of the letter on the back of the drawing of the wolf, or is it 2 pages?
In my head, it's like there's the picture, and beneath the picture is the words.
Okay, so it's like top half, bottom half.
Mm-hmm. And
Then he will fold it and just kind of study the picture of this wolf and try work out if he has forgotten the symbol or if it's possibly of a different wolf than the one he saw.
Sure. Make me your choice of intelligence, nature, or arcana, and you will gain different information depending what you roll.
I have another question.
Or sorry.
So this
Continue.
this drawing, does it seem like it's? I mean, it should be hand drawn given the time frame that we're in and the technology we have. I mean, maybe there's magical drawing stuff, but
No, it's hand drawn.
What's that?
It is hand
It's
drawn.
hand drawn, yeah. Is it something that my sister would have hand drawn,
I'm
or
gonna
would she have
say
like commissioned it somehow?
I'm gonna say you would definitely know your sister to be a skilled artist.
Okay. And it's very detailed. I mean, it has that mark on the brand on the wolf, so it's very detailed. Okay. Does the Does the brain mean anything to me, or is that's what Spring is rolling for?
Spring has chosen a history check. I would say to you, it doesn't mean anything besides arcane in some way. And as you look at it, you really can't even make sense of it, like with your knowledge of Arcana. Like it's either in a different language or a different format than you would even be used to. Like it looks like chicken scratch. Like someone who didn't know what Arcana was trying to pass it off as Arcana.
Right, gotcha.
With the 12, Spring, as you relive the events of that day and how close it is, how close it was that you how close you were to not making it out of there with your life. You recall in vivid detail the battle that took place, and as you are like sort of like focusing in on the fuzziness, it's almost like it hits you like a truck. How of course why didn't I see this before? But the symbol you see in your memory is a completely different symbol, and that's where we'll end today's session. Okay, so as we go ahead and are going to wind down this episode, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys all for, as always, I'd like to end my sessions with 3 questions. What did you like most about the session? What did you like least about the session? And what is one thing you did well or could do better? And we will start, as always, with Jaku.
I enjoyed that combat, as always. Like I always enjoy being able to just like test my builds and stuff like that. That's just that's always my favorite type of thing. The least favorite thing is probably the fall damage aspect. I really hope fall damage gets reworked. I'm kind of with Bunny on that, but that's some of my least favorite thing. And something I did well. Before I go on to that, another thing I liked, us using the Nexus Grapple homebrew. Oh my god, that is so good. I hope to all things holy that makes it 0.8. But yeah, something I did well. I'm getting better at playing awake in terms of like strategy and stuff like that, taking my actions more and tracking my stamina better. Because a lot of the time I keep forgetting that, like, oh shit, that triggers, and also that I can use it on more maneuvers and stuff like that. I'm getting better at doing that, and I'm happy.
Okay. Next, Samarand.
What I liked is you incorporated a pretty interesting mechanic with the enemies, with having like a lot of movement and pack tactics to compensate their 1 base damage. And then something I didn't like was, of course, naturally just being so short. This entire session took just a random encounter in the middle of a long rest. And something I did well. I don't know. I don't think I did much well. I think I did actually. I did well in I was a little bit better at being a character than the other sessions. Something I do better is just to just think of words and stuff faster, so I could give embellishments as it's happening instead of just only in chat when I finally think of something.
Yeah, well, given the audio issue earlier, it's probably better if you did it in chat instead. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's matters.
Yeesh. Spring.
Let's see. Thing I liked. Finally receiving the letter from Tonē. Yeah, actually, that was the thing I liked. Liked the least.
Receiving the
Yeah,
letter
probably
from Tonē.
no, probably the shortness of the session, but that kind of can't be helped.
Yeah, Father's Day and also Hodop's. I don't know what Hodop was doing.
Yeah.
Yes, I was slaughtering a lamb for Human Autophone, but I don't expect anyone watching this video to have any context for that, so that's fine.
Did well or could do better. I wish the dice would roll better.
Guys, you can't keep saying that.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I'm
some
rolling
of
pretty well.
Galaxy's
I got an
dice
average of
actually rub off on
4.0.
us.
Well done.
Okay, when this gets uploaded next week, I'll go back through the roll. I'll go back through the footage and input my dice. I completely forgot this session.
All good.
Yeah, that's probably it for me. Yeah.
Okay. And Blakcat.
Yeah, let's see. I think I agree with Sam that well, it was great to do combat. I haven't done a lot of combat. That was really fun. And so I really enjoyed that. I think the design for the enemies was good. And I think I liked that I mixed up a little bit of what Tonē was doing today. Wasn't just like summoning and throwing things. So that was cool and fun. I didn't like. I feel like it would have been much smoother if we were using your audio put up
Yeah.
instead of typing everything.
I was just terrified that it was gonna repeat the audio again, but that it didn't capture anything. Oh my god. The agony.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. Yeah. So would love to see that improved. And then I could do better. I feel like I complain too much about my bad rolls when I roll really terribly. So I probably should stop doing that.
Yes, consider using advantage for action points. But even then, your rolls have been grossly below average.
I think I got exactly average today, and it was better than everyone else's rolls. Except for actually no, Spring added one more roll, and now that beats my average for today. I rolled two ones, but I did roll in that 20, so it's okay. Yeah. So.
Yes. Okay.
So I can definitely do that better too. Is roll better.
Yes. Get good and stop relying on RNG to carry you to victory, my guy. And with that, we will begin the sign-offs. Jaku.
I have been Jaku. I'm always looking forward to these sessions. I hope I put on a decent show. But I'm happy to always be in this. Have a good week, everyone.
Samarand.
I bet you'll never expect this, but oh,
Spring.
And this is Spring saying bye, chat.
Blakcat.
This is Blakcat signing off.
And that's a wrap.